3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Puff and Steph on the listening device. Hey, everybody. What's crack-a-lackin', Steffers? This will be your last show from Florida.
That's right. Yeah, I'm coming home, unfortunately. Just kidding. Well, kind of.
You really just had a roller coaster of emotion right before our eyes there.
That was a lot.
I'm happy. I'm not. I am, but I'm not. But I am, but I'm not. It's okay. It's like any vacation. You're excited to come home to see your dogs.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We're more open now, so you'll probably be able to see some more friends.
Right.
Maybe you'll make an appearance here in the studio again. You know. But I get it. You're leaving Florida and you're leaving some of your family behind too.
That's always the hardest thing, is it's not even just vacation, but it's like leaving behind family that makes me really sad.
Right. What are you going to miss more, your family or Florida?
My family, of course.
Is it because they're right there?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I want to remind everybody, Sunday Fun Day returns this weekend. We got some stuff from Liquid Noise Brewing Company in Marysville, Premier Eye Associates, Joey's Chicken Shack, and more. Sunday Fun Day, 8 o'clock Sunday on the Puff and Steph Facebook page. COVID is ruining the summer. One of the most ridiculous things people look forward to is the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Right? Every year, these people get in line and they try to gorge themselves with as many hot dogs as they can in 10 minutes. Joey Chestnut is like not undefeated, but he hasn't been beaten in, I think, a decade at this point. It's still going to go on as planned, but in a private location with no fans. So normally, this happens July 4th on Coney Island. There's thousands of people in attendance to watch men and women shove wieners in their mouth.
People love it. They get into it.
They really do. Not only do the spectators get into it, but the announcer does.
Oh, yeah. He's great.
He's like, there have been many heroes in our lifetime. Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier. Neil Armstrong is the first man on the moon. And now, Joey Chestnut, who has eaten 87 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Put him on Mount Rushmore. Like, he's insane. The announcer is insane, and that's part of the fun.
Right.
But now they're going to be in an undisclosed location. Just all the competitors. They're all going to be tested for coronavirus. They're all going to be social distancing. So normally they're like within 2 or 3 feet of each other.
Right.
They're all going to be like there's going to be like cubicles, I think, stop between them. Last year's champions, Joey Chestnut and Mickey Sudo, are both expected to compete. It's going to be aired at noon on July 4th on ESPN. That's all normal. But there's going to be no fans. So it's going to be like in an empty warehouse, basically. People just shoving hot dogs in their mouth.
With no cheering.
With no spectators. Like, okay, you guys, when you would host Between Innings at Senators games, you guys did some food stuff, right?
That's what I was just thinking of. We actually did an ice cream eating contest. And I think we did do a hot dog eating contest as well. And both were really fun. But it wouldn't have been nearly as fun without the people cheering.
Right. So there's people in the stands cheering them on. It's fun. Now, imagine, I mean, what were the least attended games? Like a Tuesday afternoon or something like that, you know, when people are working. And it's just like mics up in the stands. Yay! Eat the hot dog.
Woo!
Good job. Like, there's not even going to be that, I don't think.
That's such a shame. And it's going to be so weird for the contestants who do this year after year.
Right. It's going to be awkward. Like, super freaking awkward.
Right. Because at least the sounds of like the audience probably keeps you going, gets you pumped up.
I'm glad you brought up sounds. Because for the first time ever, we're probably going to hear the disgusting noises that come out of these people while they're eating ridiculous amounts of meat tubes.
Ew, meat tubes. Ew.
So imagine Joey Chestnut. You've never heard what it sounds like for him to eat this many hot dogs in 10 minutes, and all of a sudden you're like, you're just like, I don't want to watch anymore. I don't want to watch it.
Right, and someone like Joey Chestnut probably doesn't care, but even the people around him are going to be able to hear that, and that would bother me.
Yeah, this is going to be a whole new way to watch it. So Steph is flying out very soon from Florida. I just have to remind you of a couple things. TSA says, I know the world is getting back to normal. People are going to start flying again. Just would like to remind you, this is a document they put out. Would like to remind you, you can't bring these items on a plane as a carry-on. Okay, so check your bag if you're going to do any of this stuff, okay? I can't believe they have to write this. Axes and hatchets.
What?
Bowling pins.
Bowling pins.
Canoe and kayak paddles.
Oh, darn.
Fireworks. Gasoline. Liquid bleach. Rocket launchers. You can check those, though. I don't know. Slingshots. Matches, throwing stars, or walking sticks. I don't know if canes count, but I don't know what the difference between a walking stick and a cane is. But let's throw that one out. So, Steph, I know I know you like to travel with your throwing stars.
Always, I have to.
Yeah. So I'm just reminding you that you can't do that.
That is such a shame. So you mean to tell me that I can't walk through security while carrying fireworks? Why?
Have you ever seen the list of confiscated TSA stuff? It's hilarious.
It's ridiculous.
It's like ninja swords and obviously bowling pins. Like, why would you bring a bowling? Like, why do you carry a bowling pin? Is it your emotional support bowling pin?
Just one bowling pin. One. Not 12. One.
If that woman can bring her parrot, I can bring my bowling pin. It's my emotional support bowling pin.
Well, it's funny you bring this up because, like we've been talking about a lot, we were going through Pup-Up's house and finding things, to give to different grandchildren and children. And one of the things was a shovel that Pup-Up used that Michael's going to get. So Michael said, yeah, just bring it on the plane. So I was like, yeah, this is my carry-on, just a shovel.
Can you bring a shovel as a carry-on?
I mean, I guess probably not if you can't bring throwing stars.
They didn't say anything about a shovel in this one.
It doesn't say no shovel, so I could try.
Hold on. Can anything beat, like a kayak paddle is almost shaped like a shovel.
That's what I was thinking. Similar.
And then it also kind of is like axes and hatchets. You can use it as such.
Right.
I'm just curious, really, who's like, whoa, I see 0 signs for rocket launcher. That's weird. Like, why are they... this has to mean that somebody in the last few weeks has tried to fly with some of these things.
Right, they had to have. For them to make an announcement about it.
Like, I think walking stick means like something with a sharp, pointy end. Like, I don't think they're taking old people's canes away.
I hope not. That's cruel.
Does that mean that somebody at some point in the last few weeks has tried to bring fireworks, gasoline, matches, throwing stars, rocket launchers?
They must have. I bet somebody has tried it. Wait, you mean I can't bring my tank of gasoline as my personal item? But it's my personal item.
Where am I going to get gas? Anybody thought of that? When we land, where am I going to get gas? I don't know if where I'm going is going to have gas stations. Oh my God. How can you guys be so careless?
TSA's the worst.
They really are. They really, really are. All right, coming up in just a couple of minutes, how do you respond to negative reinforcement?
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempishealth.com. QuickSaveCoupons.com.
QuickSave Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. QuickSave Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the QuickSave Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
So I just realized that I didn't have the camera on. At least not on me. I had it on you, but not on me. So that first whole segment is just logo. So
Hey, it happens.
hopefully you guys enjoy our cartoon logo. But we're back on the visual side of things as well. Steph, how do you respond to negative reinforcement? Do you take things a little more serious? Do you take things to heart? Does it help you at all, or is it no way to motivate you?
I absolutely take it to heart, and I take it more personally and more offensively than I should. And I know that, but still in that moment, I struggle with it. Ultimately, I try to actually use it to improve, but it's hard for me.
Do you remember the last time you had to deal with negative reinforcement?
So negative feedback type thing?
Yes, things that were said that wasn't all sunshines and rainbows.
Doing social media and stuff for the senators, there had been some comments that people made that that I felt bad about, but it wasn't really anything I was doing wrong. It was just people being people. I can't remember.
Did I make negative reinforcements toward you? Or negative? Yeah. Have I ever used negative reinforcement with you?
Yeah, back when I was new on the radio.
I was mean to you? Or
You weren't mean.
Did you just perceive meanness?
Yeah, you weren't mean. You were trying to help me, but yeah, of course I took it personally and went home and cried about it later.
Good. Mission accomplished. Exactly what I wanted to happen. Okay. So I personally don't care. If you want to be you know what? You're doing a great job, Puff, but have you tried this way? Right? To me, that's positive reinforcement. Say something nice, and then maybe give them, that's great. No, I never thought of it that way. Maybe try this. Okay. Or something along those lines. Negative reinforcement is that is not the way we do things here. You're going to have to do it like this. This is something that's important. You have to learn this or else you shouldn't be here type thing. Would these signs change the way you live your life? Experiments conducted by students at a university in China showed that warning signs written with insulting messages had greater impact than those with nicer messages. A sign reading, "Jaywalkers are ugly," placed at an intersection, proved to be the most effective, reducing cases of jaywalking by about 40%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? Because see, for me, that wouldn't work. For me, I would want to jaywalk and get someone to take a picture of me jaywalking with that sign in the background. Just to be ironic.
Right. I'm kind of with you on that one. Like, this is a perfect Insta moment. Absolutely.
Right, exactly.
In this particular case, it seemed to work. The negative reinforcement did seem to work. People were like, well, I mean, I don't want to be ugly. I'm not going to do this. If jaywalkers are ugly, I consider myself mildly attractive. Therefore, I will not jaywalk. I'm putting my foot down. I will wait for the light to go green, and I will walk.
I can't believe that worked.
Now, I'm not sure what the other signs are. I don't have them in front of me. So I don't know if, like, other signs were like, be an awesome person and don't jaywalk. You know, like I don't know what they are. But I would love to see a jaywalkers are ugly sign placed somewhere in Central PA where we all could jaywalk and take pictures.
And enjoy it, right.
And probably get hit by cars.
Yeah, I see, that would not motivate me at all. Like, it would just make me laugh, and then I would still jaywalk.
This is not shocking. According to a new poll, more Americans are bummed out now than at any time in the past 50 years. The survey was conducted by a research organization at the University of Chicago, collected data from American attitudes since 1972. Just 14% of American adults say they're very happy. That's down from 31% 2 years ago. Only 42% of Americans believe that when their children reach their age, their standard of living will be better. Fewer report smoking more than usual, although more report having lost their temper or wanting to get drunk more often. Okay, so basically, Americans are sad. They have a bleak outlook on the future, and they're drinking and smoking more. Welcome to 2020. This is 2020 in a nutshell.
This is great. We made it, everybody.
Here's the way I think, and this is going to shock you. I think that we are going to come out of this and be able to look back on it and go, wow, if we're able to get through that, there's nothing that can stop us.
That's true. It makes us stronger, right?
I think so. You know, that whole adage, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I don't necessarily believe in that, because what doesn't kill you almost kills you. And you could, like, be in the hospital and stuff. But still, what doesn't kill you could, you know, render you, you know, like a without legs or something.
Right. I never quite understood that saying, because there's a lot of things that don't kill me but also do not make me stronger. For example, cheesecake. Like, it doesn't kill me, but it certainly doesn't make me stronger. Like, I don't get it.
I don't think you're taking that saying properly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm missing something. I don't get it.
It's supposed to be like the hardships in life make us stronger.
Okay, well, then you should just rephrase it to that, because that makes more sense.
Cheesecake is not a hardship.
Well, see, then we need to rephrase the quote.
Oh my god.
Petition to rephrase the quote.
I don't even know how to act around you sometimes.
I'm just saying.
I'm just, thinking like cheesecake, right? It doesn't kill me, but it also doesn't make me stronger. The person who came up with that, and I don't even know who came up with that, but the person that came up with that, I guarantee, was not thinking about cheesecake while writing that down. They're like, you know what? Our hardships, our ups and downs, our failures, if it doesn't kill us, we're just made stronger. We persevere through it. They're not like, like cheesecake when you're eating cheesecake, but you shouldn't eat cheesecake, but it doesn't kill you. That means you're stronger from it.
Well, this guy is clearly no friend of mine because he was not thinking about the important things.
True. Again, a solid argument that I have no comeback for. Okay, coming up in just a couple of minutes, we talked earlier about the Nathan's hot dog eating contest going on without fans, and we say that it's going to be weird. I would argue that this particular sport that's going to continue without fans is going to be just fine.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempashealth.com.
QuickSave Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. QuickSave Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the QuickSave Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
Earlier in the show, we talked about the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. We talked about how it's going to be weird when there's no fans there, right? We talked about how you're going to start hearing noises from these guys and girls who are, shoving hot dogs down their throat as fast as they can and then chugging water. It's going to be a lot of slurps and a lot of...
Mouth noises.
Mouth noises galore. They should just, instead of Nathan's hot dog eating contest, should be like Mouth Noise 2020. They should rename it. We never hear that stuff because the crowd is cheering and that annoying guy is on the microphone the whole time. I would argue that this sport in particular that we're going to talk about next, this sport that's going on without fans, is not going to nearly have the issue that something like Nathan's hot dog eating is going to have. And that sport is tennis. The U.S. Open will go on as scheduled. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo said on Tuesday, tournament's going to be held in Queens from August 31st to September 13th without fans in the stands. He wrote, the USTA will take extraordinary precautions to protect the players and staff, including robust testing, additional cleaning, extra locker room space, and dedicated housing and transportation. To me, this is a perfect sport to not have fans at.
Yeah, it won't make a difference.
Because like golf, you're supposed to be quiet, except for between the action. Then you can clap. Right? Golf, again, I think golf is not going to be affected without fans either. I think they're going to do just fine. It's the sports like baseball. Like baseball, when it's 2 strikes for the home pitcher and everyone in the stands stands up and claps and cheers and gets ready for hopefully that strikeout. It's football where the opposing team is on offense and it's 3rd down and 6 and everyone in the stands stands up and make as much noise as they possibly can to try to affect, the away team. It's basketball when you're taking a foul shot and people are waving things, behind the backboard to try to distract them.
Right.
It's hockey where players can play off a team's fans' momentum. It's not tennis. Tennis, like women's tennis, which I would argue is actually more popular than men's tennis. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe some tennis aficionado will be like, actually, Puff, it's not right.
Was that you pushing up your glasses?
Yes.
Is that what's happening?
Actually, Puff, you know nothing, which is possible. I know nothing about a lot of things.
Same.
But I would argue that, like, for instance, name a professional female tennis player.
Serena Williams.
Name a male.
Dolph Smith.
Dolph Smith. Anybody? Dolph Smith? Anybody?
He's from Germany.
No. But, I mean, it proves my point. So, one thing I like about women's tennis that men's tennis doesn't really have is the grunting.
Right.
Like, men's tennis doesn't have that. Like, and it's hilarious because they're, you know, and then after somebody scores a point, everyone in the stands is like, we're going to get all the grunting and none of the clapping. It's going to be fantastic.
Right.
Men's tennis is going to be a little awkward because a lot of them maybe do one of these. That's all they do. Like they don't have really like crazy grunts like the women do. So it's going to be more awkward, I think. They're going to be playing in basic silence.
Yeah.
That's so lame. Like that's so much better.
Come on, men's tennis. You need to step it up. More grunting. More mouth noises.
All I'm saying, tennis, you're good. Golf, you're good. Everybody else needs fans.
Yep, absolutely.
Stump and Steph, let's end the week on a good one. I'm just telling you, yesterday, you nailed it. Yesterday was so good. Today, these are harder.
Great.
Hey, don't be negative. Don't be negative.
You're setting me up for failure.
Sorry, I just had to get another grunt in. All right. 20% of people surveyed say they would not be willing to change this. What is it? I'm going to give you a clue right up front. It is something that goes on in the house. Okay. 20%
of people
would not be willing to change this. What is this? It goes on in the house.
Is it something that you get to choose, or is it like just thrust upon you, like your genetics or something?
Most time you get to choose. Every once in a while, someone makes the decision for you.
Ooh. Not willing to change something in the house.
It involves something in the house.
It involves something in the house. You're like your type of washer and dryer?
No.
Is it like an object?
It involves an object, yes. You should ask specific questions that will lead you to this answer. Your questions are important here.
Something in the house involving an object.
This is tough. I'm just telling you, this is tough.
This is tough. What room of the house is it?
Fantastic question. Should lead you right to the answer. Bedroom.
Ooh, their bed.
What about their bed?
Ooh, the type of mattress.
No.
The size of it.
No. Come on, Steph.
What else is there about a bed? The person you sleep next to at night.
Well, of course, the person. Only 20% would not be willing to change. Actually means 80% are willing to change the person they sleep to. No, sleep with. But you're close. You're close with that answer. What about who you sleep with next?
Ooh, whether or not they snore. Their sleeping habits.
Be more specific. They would not be willing to change this.
The way they cuddle.
It could be close to this, but it's not quite.
Ooh, this is hard.
Lots of silence.
It's my brain. The wheels are turning.
Right.
So it's something about the person you sleep next to.
It's not necessarily about them, but it involves them.
The way whether or not they sleep naked.
No. 20% of people say they would not be willing to change this. What is it? There's no way I'm changing this that involves the person I sleep next to.
Is it like whether or not you have the TV on at night?
Nope.
Or a fan on?
Nope. It involves the bed.
It involves the bed. I can't even something about the person.
It's not about the person.
It's about the bed
Yes.
involving the person you sleep next
Yes.
to.
Come on.
Is this obvious?
It should be now. At first, no, but you've guided yourself to the proper area. You just have to seal the deal.
I don't know if I'm going to seal this deal, Puffers.
Oh no, Steph, you're so close. You're gonna kick yourself. You are going to kick yourself if I have to tell you what it is.
No, something about the bed with the person in the bedroom. I feel like this is a game of Clue. The person in the bedroom, in the house. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Their personality traits?
It has nothing to do with their personality.
Something about the bed. If it's a water bed.
No.
Crap. I don't know. I don't want to give up, but I really don't know. I feel dumb.
All right. The side of the bed they sleep on.
Oh, duh, idiot.
That wasn't your best work. You were so close.
I was close. I couldn't quite get there. And you know what? I got to defend myself a little bit here. The only other living being that sleeps in my bed are my doggos. So, like, I'm not in the mindset of, like, side of the bed because I sleep wherever I want.
Or wherever they aren't.
Exactly.
Right.
Around them.
Right.
Based around them.
Okay. Last one. Here we go. Last one for the week. This is tough. Again, I'll help you as much as I can without giving you the answer. Statistics show that people born in the fall are more likely to do this. What is this?
Most likely to do this.
Yes.
Is it a personality trait?
No, and it's not a specific activity. So it's not like a person born in the fall is more likely to jog. You know, it's nothing like that.
And it's not a personality trait?
No.
And it's not.
Uh-oh, you broke up a little bit there, Steph. Start again. It's not what?
It's not any kind of activity?
No.
Okay. More likely to do this. Get divorced.
No. I'm trying to think if I can play off that. No, at the end, no, it's just no.
It's just a no from me.
It's just a no. This is the toughest one I've given you in a while.
Okay, is it something bad?
No. Many would argue.
Something.
Yeah, many would argue this is a great thing. Both for you.
Get a high-paying job.
No. No.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
I said many would argue it's a great thing for you and your family.
Ooh. Graduate from college.
Nope.
More likely to...
Think later.
Okay, to have twins.
No. Think later.
To retire at an early age.
Think later.
To die happily.
You're more likely to die happily if you were born in the fall? Nah. No, but you're getting closer to what I'm looking for.
So it's something to do with, like, the end of life?
Yeah, I guess so.
More likely to have a really great retirement plan.
Think later.
More likely to... So it has to do with family.
No, I'm saying it could be good for your family. It doesn't necessarily have to do with your family.
Okay. So is it something that you do on your own, or do you do it with other people?
No, it's you. This is all about you and your life.
And it's a positive accomplishment. Is it an accomplishment?
It is an accomplishment.
Ooh.
As a matter of fact, many times you'll see a news story about someone who just did this.
Aww. But it's not an activity, it's an accomplishment. Turn 100. Nuh-uh.
Nice. Yeah. If you're born in the fall, you're more likely to live to age 100. It's weird.
Wow. That is weird. I guess we're screwed then.
Yeah, I mean, we're both born in the winter. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm fine with like 85.
Really?
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I don't know. I mean, how old? Like, what about your grandparents? Do you have good genes?
No. I did have one grandma that lasted to 100. She was like 100. She was like 102. But that's it. Like everybody else died in like their 70s or 80s, pretty much. So.
Wow. Okay. Well, you got some good genes in there.
Yeah.
somewhere.
So I'm about halfway there.
Stop it.
We're good.
Stop it right now.
All right. On that note, everyone have a great weekend. We will see you on Sunday for the Sunday Fun Day, and we'll be back on Monday. All right. Sweet. Smile, everyone. Go for it.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.